Imagine this: a young boy, just 12 years old, vanishes in the bustling streets of Jerusalem during Passover. His parents search frantically for 3 days, hearts pounding with fear. When they finally find him, he's not lost or scared. He's in the temple, debating with the wisest scholars, astonishing them with his wisdom. This isn't a fable. It's the untold childhood of Jesus Christ, hidden in plain sight in the Gospel of Luke. Welcome to the Hidden Mysteries of Jesus, Secrets from the Scriptures. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the lesser-known facets of the most influential figure in history. Let's uncover the truths that have been whispering through the pages of the Bible for centuries. Our journey begins not with the miracles or the sermons, but with a glimpse into Jesus' early years, a period shrouded in mystery. The Bible gives us only one snapshot of Jesus between his infancy and his ministry at age 30. In Luke 2 verses 41 to 52, we read about the annual pilgrimage to Jerusalem for Passover. Mary and Joseph, assuming Jesus is with their caravan, travel a full day before realizing he's missing. Panic sets in. They rush back to the city, searching everywhere. On the third day, they find him in the temple courts, sitting among the teachers, listening and asking questions. The verse says, "Everyone who heard him was amazed at his understanding and his answers." Picture the scene: dust motes dancing in the sunlight filtering through the temple arches. Elderly rabbis, bearded and wise, leaning forward in awe as this child from Nazareth dissects the Torah with insights beyond his years. When his parents confront him, Jesus replies calmly, "Why were you searching for me? Didn't you know I had to be in my Father's house?" This moment reveals a profound secret. Even as a boy, Jesus was acutely aware of his divine purpose. It's a hint at his dual nature, fully human, yet fully God. This story, often overlooked, shows that Jesus' wisdom wasn't sudden. It was innate, foreshadowing the teacher who would challenge the world. But why is this secret less known? In a Bible filled with adult exploits, this childhood anecdote gets buried. Yet, it's referenced in ancient commentaries, like those from early church fathers such as Origen, who pondered its implications in his writings preserved online. Moving forward, let's shatter a common misconception. Many envision Jesus as an only child, the solitary son of Mary. But the Bible tells a different story. In Mark 6 verse 3, during a visit to his hometown of Nazareth, the locals scoff at him. "Isn't this the carpenter? Isn't this Mary's son and the brother of James, Joseph, Judas, and Simon? Aren't his sisters here with us?" Matthew 13 verses 55 to 56 echoes this, naming the brothers and mentioning sisters plural. Envision a humble home in Nazareth, filled with the laughter and squabbles of a large family. Jesus, the eldest, perhaps helping his father Joseph in the workshop, while his siblings play nearby. This reveals Jesus as part of a typical Jewish family, experiencing sibling dynamics, rivalries, and bonds. Why hidden? Early traditions emphasized Mary's perpetual virginity, leading some interpretations to call these half-siblings or cousins. But the Greek words adelphoi and adelphi clearly mean brothers and sisters. Scholars debate this on platforms like Bible.org, where articles dissect the verses, confirming the familial ties. This secret humanizes Jesus, showing he wasn't isolated but embedded in everyday life. Speaking of Nazareth, what did Jesus do during those lost years from 12 to 30? The Bible hints at his profession in Mark 6 verse 3 again. "Isn't this the carpenter?" The Greek word tekton means craftsman, often translated as carpenter, but it could encompass stonemason or builder, common trades in a region rebuilding after Roman conquests. Imagine Jesus, sweat on his brow, shaping wood or stone with calloused hands. These were the same hands that would later heal the sick and break bread for thousands. This occupation underscores his humility. The Messiah wasn't born into royalty, but labored manually. Ancient texts like the Proto-Evangelium of James, an apocryphal gospel from the 2nd century, expand on his family's life, available on newadvent.org, aligning with biblical hints. This secret reminds us, divinity chose the ordinary, proving greatness arises from the unassuming. Now, let's turn to a fierier side. Jesus is often portrayed as meek and mild, but the Bible reveals moments of righteous fury. In John 2 verses 13 to 17, during Passover, Jesus enters the temple and finds it turned into a marketplace. Doves sold, coins exchanged. He fashions a whip from cords, drives out the animals, overturns tables, and declares, "Get these out of here. Stop turning my Father's house into a market." Visualize the chaos. Coins scattering, merchants fleeing, animals stampeding. His disciples recall Psalm 69 verse 9. "Zeal for your house consumes me." This act wasn't uncontrolled rage, but prophetic judgment against corruption. Matthew, Mark, and Luke also record similar events, showing Jesus' passion for purity. Less known is that this might have happened twice. Once early, John, and once later, Synoptics, as debated on gotquestions.org. It reveals Jesus as a reformer, unafraid to confront injustice. Delving deeper, Jesus had secret teachings reserved for his inner circle. In Mark 4 verses 33 to 34, with many similar parables, Jesus spoke the word to them, as much as they could understand. He did not say anything to them without using a parable, but when he was alone with his own disciples, he explained everything. Think of intimate gatherings by the Sea of Galilee, firelight flickering as Jesus unveils the kingdom's mysteries, like the mustard seed or the sower, to his disciples privately. This esotericism echoes ancient wisdom traditions, where deeper truths are for the initiated. The Gospel of Thomas, a Gnostic text discovered in Nag Hammadi and accessible on gnosis.org, claims 114 secret sayings of Jesus. Though not canonical, it reflects early beliefs in hidden knowledge. This secret highlights Jesus as a master teacher, layering truths for different audiences. Here's a quirky one. Jesus paid taxes with a miracle. In Matthew 17 verses 24 to 27, collectors ask Peter if Jesus pays the temple tax. Jesus instructs, "Go to the lake and throw out your line. Take the first fish you catch, open its mouth, and you will find a 4-drachma coin. Take it and give it to them for my tax and yours." Envision Peter, skeptical yet obedient, reeling in a fish with a coin precisely for 2 men's tax. This not only fulfills civic duty, but demonstrates providence. Rarely preached, it's verified in the text and analyzed on BibleStudyTools.com. It shows Jesus' cleverness, using nature to teach faith. Another enigmatic act, cursing a fig tree. In Mark 11 verses 12 to 14, 20 to 21, hungry Jesus approaches a fig tree in leaf, but finds no fruit. He says, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." The next day, it's withered. Symbolically, it represents fruitless Israel, as explained in commentaries on EnduringWord.com. Peter marvels, and Jesus teaches on faith. This reveals his authority over creation and use of object lessons. Less known, it ties to Hosea 9 verse 10, where Israel is like early figs. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Luke 22 verse 44 describes Jesus' agony. And being in anguish, he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was like drops of blood falling to the ground. Medical condition hematidrosis, where stress causes blood and sweat. Rare, but real, as noted on mayoclinic.org linking to biblical accounts. This humanizes Jesus' suffering, showing vulnerability before the cross. As we approach the end, brace for a totally unknown, yet biblical revelation. In John 8 verses 1 to 11, the Pharisees bring a woman caught in adultery, testing Jesus. He stoops and writes on the ground with his finger. What did he write? The Bible doesn't say. It's a mystery embedded in Scripture. Some speculate sins of the accusers, Jeremiah 17 verse 13 reference, others the 10 Commandments. But it's there, the only time Jesus is recorded writing anything, yet the content remains hidden. This enigma invites wonder. What divine message was traced in the dust? And so, our exploration ends, but the questions linger. What other mysteries might the Scriptures hold about Jesus that you've yet to discover? Dive into the Bible yourself. Perhaps you'll find your own hidden gem. If this journey intrigued you, hit that like button, subscribe for more scriptural adventures, and comment below. What's your favorite lesser-known fact about Jesus? Share, and let's uncover more together.